normally look like. We can't go out and do lots of the usual celebrations, and many things have been cancelled. Well, let's head over to a brand new friend for Virtual Sunday School, Josh, and explore a little more about another time in history when Christmas was cancelled.
The 1640s. It's the Stuart period in English history, so we're past medieval, but nowhere near cars yet. And we're right in the middle of a civil war. The Puritan Parliament versus the King of England. But that's a whole other thing. For England, the pious Puritan Parliament is kinda running the show, and they're pretty strict, setting plenty of new laws and rules, and they loved to ban things. Pubs, banned. Theatre, banned. Makeup, banned. Sports, banned. They caught you playing football, you could get a whipping. They banned swearing. I mean, that one's not too bad, but you could go to prison for swearing. You could even get fined for going on too brisk a walk on a Sunday. They were pretty extreme! And they even banned Christmas! Ah! Why? Ah! Why, Derek? Why? That's right, Christmas was not allowed. Shops had to trade as normal and they weren't allowed to close for the day. Soldiers were out in the streets, patrolling and confiscating people's Christmas dinners. True story. In fact, you weren't even allowed to celebrate Christmas at church. On Christmas, the doors to the church were locked. However, the Christmas spirit endured! People would celebrate in secret. The soldiers may have been out in the streets, but behind closed doors and people's houses, Christmas was alive and well. One man in particular fought to keep Christmas going. William Winstanley. He was a writer and wrote all sorts of papers, books and articles. And he wrote a lot about Christmas, about how to celebrate it and why we celebrate it. For him, the birth of Jesus was the best news that was ever brought to us since the world began. And so he reckoned it should be celebrated with prayer, church services, singing carols, deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la, and all the less churchy, traditional fun that goes along with it. Decorations, food, games, presents, singing, stories, once upon a time, given to the poor, dancing. Yeah, you can't see it, but my footwork is pretty amazing. In 2020, our Christmases might end up looking a little bit 17th century. With plenty of Christmas things cancelled, we'll be celebrating in homes, behind closed doors. But let's have that William Winstanley spirit that fights to keep the Christmas spirit alive, even in difficult circumstances. Let's remember, as William Winstanley said, Christmas is a time for much mirth and mickle glee. It was the 17th century, he talked all fancy and old school. So, regardless of what's going on outside, let's find ways to keep Christmas alive!